Hey everybody, it is Chachi, aka Painful Truth, and I thought I would make a little stream. I haven't been on in a long time, and I definitely haven't streamed in a long time. So, thought I would put a little something up as I battle my way through the first round of the September 2025 Duel Links Casey Cup. This should be fun, and I'll tell you why. So, you have to bear with me a little bit. I'm a little bit sleep deprived, so I'm going to crack a brand new Celsius. Not a sponsor, but if they want to be, look a brother up. So this isn't going to be for kids because I'm going to tell you right now when I go through the Casey Cup, I can't guarantee what's going to come out of my mouth. So if you're one of my younger subscribers, feel free to log off. I'll have some stuff for you guys later on, but this probably isn't going to be the stream for you. Okay, so here's what's going to be making this so interesting. So as you know, I don't like to play meta. I never have. I always like to build decks that go against the meta. I don't know why I make things so hard on myself. I just kind of do. So I'm going to be playing a deck today. It's a water deck. It does have a skill. It doesn't have a broken skill like most of the skills that are going on in the meta right now, and I'll talk about that right now. But let's go over some of the cards I have. Basically, the deck functions off of my shark monster cards, right-hand shark and left-hand shark. Basically, when I Xyz these two monsters together to make any one of my level 4 Xyz that you see down here, they won't be able to be destroyed by battle or by card effect. Now, of course, that always doesn't work. As long as they're face up on the field and they have that Xyz material, that is the case. But if they are flipped face down using something like Book of Eclipse, or if they are negated, like with Forbidden Droplet, that's going to negate the effect. But these sharks here are basically exactly what I'm going to be using to make all of my Xyz monsters that you see down here, and that is the core of my deck. My first Xyz is Tornado Dragon. I discard a Xyz material and I get to destroy one of those spells or traps. This guy is the hero of my deck, full armored Utopic Ray Lancer. When he attacks, he negates everything that's in effect, or it's in attack mode, so he gets to negate their effects. He also weakens them so he can attack through them. He can also attack twice. And as you can see, now that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links has added Chronicle cards, I have a lot of different Chronicle cards and ways to make my monsters look cool. Dark Rebellion, Xyz Dragon, Bahamut Shark, Abyss Dweller. This is usually the card you'll see me play on turn 1. This guy locks down the graveyard, meaning that any card effects that activate your opponent's graveyard during that turn can't be activated. So that's pretty cool. Drill Driver Vespanato. Is that Italian? He looks Italian. Evil Swarm Extinction Knight. This is basically a nuclear option. If I'm just getting wrecked and their board is looking good, I got to bring this guy out and just nuke their board. The good news is he does destroy all their cards if I can get it to go off. The bad news is they don't take any damage that turn, so it's kind of a thing where I have to bring them out, nuke their board, and then hope to live through another turn. My Spider. He removes a monster. I very rarely use him, but he's there in case I need him. And Tri-Edge Levia. I get to use my cool skill to put a Xyz material on him, and then he can negate a monster's effect. So let's talk about my skill Shark Magic Combo. It says here you can only use the skill's second, third, and fourth effects once per duel. Now you're probably thinking, oh my god, 4 effects, that's like so much. It's really not. First one, you cannot normal or special summon monsters with a level except for fish monsters. So that is why you see all fish monsters in my deck, because they have levels. Xyz monsters don't have levels, they have ranks. So that's where I can play some kind of different Xyz monsters in there. Send 1 fish shark monster from your hand and 1 from your deck to the graveyard, and then add 1 aqua jet from outside of your deck to your hand. So that's the one I'm looking to pull off on turn 1. If I have either right or left hand shark, I'm going to send it to the graveyard. I'm going to send the other one from my deck, and then I can bring them both to make an Xyz monster. This is what everyone is going to try and stop me from doing, even though it's not a very broken skill. Like, big deal. I get to bring them back, and then I get a monster. They can deal with my monster. Wait till you see some of the stuff I'm going to be taking on in this Casey Cup. Third, reveal 1 spell card in your hand, then take 1 card from your hand to the graveyard and attach it to an Xyz monster on your field as Xyz material, like we talked about. That's where Tri-Edge Leva comes in. Levia. If your opponent controls a card, add 1 armored XYZ from outside of your deck to your hand, then play 1 black Ray Lancer from outside of your deck to your field and face on the defense position. The battle position can be changed. So that's probably the most broken part of my skill, but once again, it's not anything people can't manage. The skills that are going on right now are just stupid. I don't really have a one-turn kill combo in here. If I can get a bunch of monsters out and start to clear their field, yes, I can, OTK them. But that's if I can get everything to go off. So that is my deck. I am going to make one change here. I'm going to take out my Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for what I had because it's not working the way I wanted to. And I am going to add another Forbidden Droplet. Now, it's not a cool Chronicle card. I only got one that's Chronicle, but we'll go ahead and add that in. While we have Forbidden Droplet up here, we're going to talk about it. Send any number of other cards from your hand to the field or graveyard. Choose that many effect monsters your opponent controls, and until the end of this turn, their attack is halved. Also, their effects are negated. So I need this because the meta is filled with these decks that just need like one card, and then they use their skill, and they just hit you for game. So Forbidden Droplet usually lets me at least battle against that and try and live through the turn. Night Beam, target one spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target. It's just like an MST, only they can't chain it. Book of Eclipse flips everything on the field face down. This is a good defensive card, and also if I face any Utopic decks, I'm going to need this. I'll explain that later. 3 copies of Dark Hole to destroy all monsters on the field, big part of my deck. 1 Lost Win, where I can target one special summon monster on the field. Its effects are negated, and its original attack is half. That's an effect that stays in effect as long as that monster is on the field, or unless they can change something about it. And the good news is, after this goes to the graveyard, if they summon from the extra deck, I get this back and get to put it face down on my field, but that's only once per duel. And Rainbow Life, this helps me live through a turn. If things are getting crazy, I chain this. I discard 1 card until the end of this turn. Any damage I would have taken, instead I gain that amount of LP instead. You'd be surprised how many brain dead duelists there are in this KC Cup that I will play this card, then they will forget all about it and pack me and just give me free life points. It's insane. So that is my deck. We're going to save it. Now let's talk about the meta decks I'm going to be coming up against. And this is what's going to make things so difficult for me and really give me a much harder time than anybody else. So this is the first one. This is a Dragonic Contact deck. A lot of people are playing this. Now the good news is my deck was made to kind of counter this, because when I started making this deck, it was an answer to this deck when this was the king of the meta. Now I continued to play my deck. I found a way to get really good at it because that's what I do. I play decks, I get good at them, and I continue them for months and months and months, even when the meta changes. But this deck still exists out there. Basically, this stupid skill lets them just send 1 warrior monster or 1 level 10 monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Then play one of the following monsters from your deck or graveyard in face down defense position. Elemental Hero Neos, Ultimate Crystal Monster, Wind Arm Dragon Monster. So for no reason, just for throwing a card out, they can go get one of these dragons, like you can see here, Arm Dragon Thunder level 10, which would normally be so hard to get out. Or this one, Armed Dragon level 10. Now, here's the thing with this one. They bring it out, they can discard a card and just destroy any card on the field. And that's on my turn as well. So they play their skill, they get that face down, they flip it face up, and then next turn they just can wait and destroy any one of my monsters they want. This guy's even worse. They play it on their turn, they bring him out, he can discard a card, destroys all my monsters on the field. So dumb. They can constantly refill their hands because at any time that they fusion summon, which is what this deck does, it fusion summons all this hurt that you see down here below. Anytime they have this in their graveyard, or they use it, or they have this and they use it, they get to draw 2 cards, pick one of them and return the other one to the deck, or draw 2 cards, pick one of them and throw one to the graveyard. But they just keep refilling their hand, refilling their hand. It's stupid. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part of this deck is the combo, Neos Fusion. Say I go first, I set up my field. Here we go, I have my monster. He can't be destroyed by card effect or anything. I'm ready to go. Doesn't matter if they have Neos Fusion in their hand, they're going to throw away Rainbow Dragon and this guy to make this. Rainbow Neos. All he has to do is sacrifice a monster on his side of the field, and they can return all my monsters to the deck. That's it. Oh, okay, cool. So I have this full field, and you get to do that. And the monster they sacrifice is the one they got for free from the skill. And he has 4,500 attack, and you only have 4,000 life points. So they clear your field, they attack for game. That's it. They need 1 card. That's all they need. No skill, no building up, no getting ready, no getting your board ready. Just, hey, I got Neos Fusion. I'll use my effect, and I'll get my dragon out. I'll throw it away, and there you go. You lose. Yeah. So that's that deck. Now, the other deck that's really big right now is Despia. Despia, for any of you guys who play the TCG, this, it's also called branded. They use these different spells here, branded opening, branded in red, Despia Theater branded, to make all these baddies down here. They're hard to deal with. We have this one, that's a pain in the ass. We have this one that just gives burn damage every time you have to activate cards. Although I do like burn damage. Don't get me wrong. You know I love burn, but it's just annoying. And then they have all this other stuff. But, once again, not what makes this deck broken. Oh no. What makes this deck broken is, of course, the skill. Part of the skill here, reveal one Despia monster or branded opening in your hand, then add one Despia monster or branded opening from your deck to your hand. Then you can add one Despia Theater of branded from your deck to your hand. Why is that important? Because they're going to open with something. They get one of the Despia cards they need. They get their field spell they need. And then if they have this Dark Lord in their hand, Dark Lord Morningstar, and they go second, say, once again, I got my field all set, my guys are ready, let's go, it's all good, ready to go. They get all their hand filled up. They go ahead and fusion summon this asshole. It comes out, and its effect is, when it's fusion summoned, it destroys everything on the field. Just nukes my entire field. Spells and traps, monsters, everything. And once again, you can see it has 4,000 attack. And I have 4,000 life points. That's the whole combo. That's it. Having that in your hand, and you're going to have a fusion spell because it literally gives you a fusion spell, or it's going to give you this so that you can fusion anyway without a fusion spell. That's it. Having that card in your hand. Yep. This is what I'm going up against, folks. It's not fun. It's another branded deck we look at here. That's a lot of stuff I go through now. I believe this is the other one I wanted to take a look at. So this is Chimera. Chimera is the other part of the meta. They're going to bring all these different cards out. Gazelle, the King of Mythical Claws. You might remember Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. Yu-Gi always played it in the anime. They're bringing all these cards out. They got this guy in here that stops any of their cards getting targeted. Biggest thing is they bring this guy. Nightmare Magician. If it battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battle an opponent's monster, you take control of that opponent's monster. Once per turn at the start of the damage step, if any other monster attacks, you can destroy one card on the field. So it's on the field. You can't destroy it. I attack. It's going to kill one of my cards. And if I'm stupid enough to attack into it and try and get rid of it, it's going to take control of my card. Once they get that on the field, it's a huge pain to deal with. But the thing is, they'll get that on the field when they already have these out. These fusion monsters. And these fusion monsters basically let them mill from your hand. So, as you can see, I have an uphill battle. I am currently level 13. I've already done a couple levels. And as you can see here, I was on a little bit of a winning streak before I, met some pain. But let's get right into it. Let's see what's going to go on. Now, keep in mind, this is a live stream. I have no idea what's going to happen. So, you're just going to go along with me, and let's see what's happening here. All right, so what's this guy playing? Oh, here we go. Dragonic Contact. We talked about this. This is the first deck we went over. And we're both fighting to level up to level 14. So let's see what happens. No, I'm going first. That's not ideal. I usually want to go second. I did draw a droplet. Let's see if I'm going to get my skill off without being interrupted. I'm going to drop my right-hand shark. That's also going to let me drop a left-hand shark. Now let's see if I can get them back. If I can, we might have some plays. Going to attempt to get right-hand shark to the field. Doesn't look like he has anything to stop it. Now, when left-hand shark comes back from the graveyard, you might notice it's normally level 3. It's going to turn into level 4. He's not stopping it. No effect veiler. Okay, so that's going to let me get out my Abyss Dweller. This is going to lock down his graveyard effects next turn so that when he does do all his polymerizations and fusion summons, he's not going to get to draw those cards from those two monsters we talked about because they activate in the graveyard. I'm also going to give myself a little extra padding. Now, I have to summon a bunch of times to do this. Buzzsaw Shark's going to let me bring out another right-hand shark. Let's get my cool Chronicle one. If he has Nibiru in his hand, I am in all kind of pain because he's going to give me the rock and I'm going to be stuck. But I don't think he does. If he does, it's going to trigger here. So that would be my 5th summon. See if the game lags or slows down at all. Nope. I think we're in the clear. I'm going to use one to bring out Levia. Now, Levia, bringing him out doesn't do anything because it doesn't have anything attached to it, but this is where the skill comes in handy. I'm going to use the second part of my skill. I'm going to show this Aqua Jet to my opponent, and it's going to let me attach to Levia, so now I have a negate. Now, he might be playing Lava Golems. If he does, that's going to really suck. But let's go on. This is a good setup for me. This is usually what my deck wants to do. So I have one monster negate on the field, and I'm going to lock the graveyard down during his draw phase, which is now. So as soon as he draws a card, I'm going to lock down the graveyard, and we're going to try and go from there. Keep in mind, I do have Forbidden Droplet set, but I'm really hoping I don't have to waste that on a Stratos, because that would suck. All right, so his graveyard effects are locked down, so that's good. Let's hit the Celsius. Okay. He sure is taking his sweet time. Apparently no one told him he was on live stream, but that's okay. We're going to make him famous today. Watch, I probably say that, and he's going to get his combo off and beat me terribly. So if he is trying to set up for that Rainbow Neos effect, and Levy is on the field, I can negate it, which would be nice. I also have Forbidden Droplet, but it's just getting there. So here comes Emergency Call. He's probably going to search for Stratos. That lets him add one elemental hero monster from his deck to his hand, and there's Stratos. See what I mean? I mean, I can call these decks. I know exactly how they play them. He's going to summon Stratos. He's going to use a search effect. He's going to add one hero monster from his deck to his hand. Here it comes. He might be trying to set up for this Rainbow Neos. I'm not sure. Or, I don't know. Let's see what he does. All we could do is wait and see. The thing is, everyone... Okay, so there it is, that Liquid Soldier. So he wants those extra cards. What he doesn't realize is if he does... he's using his effect now. When he does Polymerization with that Liquid Soldier, he's not going to get the extra cards because I've stopped the effect. So there it is. There's the Armed Dragon level 10. He's going to flip that up. He'll be able to destroy one card on the field. I'm probably going to be forced to negate that with Levia. He also gets Super Poly for no reason out of his deck. That's another part of the skill. But the good news is Super Poly has no water target in Duel Links, which is part of the reason I play this deck. Every other deck has to worry about that because you can't chain to Super Polymerization. All right, let's see what he's doing here. Oh, he played Necro Valley. Okay, that's rough. Okay, that's rough for me. Wow. He doesn't realize he can't destroy my Abyss, so that was just stupid. Alright, we're going to try and take his full out. He played Necro Valley to stop me from getting my fish back from my graveyard, but you know what? I don't even care. We're going to go for this now. I have Levia to negate, so I'm going to put in attack position. Put in an attack position. I'm going to activate my skill. I think we should have this guy. Alright, so this is the part that lets me get out my star. He might Super Poly here. He can actually target my Dark Monster, but a lot of people just don't do it because they're waiting to see what I'm going to summon. Let's see it. Oh, he didn't. Well, you probably should have, bro, because now I'm going to get my Water Monster. Throw out my Armored XYZ, which they give me for free to get him out. You can see he's going to automatically weaken the dragon, which he has done. And now he's in deep trouble. I think he realizes it. I think I can attack for a game. I don't think his face down is going to stop me. But once again, I'm on live stream, so I guess I should shut my mouth because I can look stupid really quick. All right, so he's thinking about it. Keep in mind, I still have my Forbidden Droplet face down as well. All right, let's go for game here. We're going to battle. We're going to negate his monster's effect. He's going to be forced to chain it and use it. He's doing it. He's targeting... He should target Utopic Ray if he's smart. He did. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my Levia to negate it. Which is the whole reason we had Levia out to begin with. He's using Magic Deflector. Magic Deflector literally does nothing to me. It does nothing. Alright, we're attacking for game. No, I end turn! Oh my god, I end turn! I end turn! Oh my god! First game on stream, and instead of attacking for game, I ended turn. Oh, folks. Wow. That was so stupid. I'm so sorry I did that. I ended my turn. Oh my god, I'm going to lose because of that. I'm going to lose because of that. Wow. All right, he's bringing out Neo, so let's just hope he plays really bad and I can recover. I was attacking. All I had to do was attack and the game was over, and instead I got all excited and ended turn. Wow. You can tell I haven't been on stream in a long time. See, that just goes to show you no matter how good you are at this game, no matter how many wins you get, no matter what accolades. I mean, I'm a guy that's done very well at this game, and I just did the stupidest noob move you could think of. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, he's polymerization, so I'm going to hurry up and chain my Abyss Dweller so he doesn't get the effect whenever stuff hits the graveyard. Wow, I got to live through this turn. I told you I make it hard on myself. You didn't believe me. I literally won't even win the game when I can. I'd rather everyone out there and all of my millions and millions of subscribers see me just be stupid. All right, so he did poly with his Liquid Soldier, but he didn't get the effect because of my Abyss. Now, the good news is the Necro Valley is screwing him just as much as it's screwing me. I actually got a full field. Oh, that Karibo is going to be a problem. If he gets out on the field, it's going to be rough. Let's see. Okay, he's using his monster's effect. What's going to let him bring out another monster? That Karibo here, when your opponent's monster declares an attack or your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you contribute this card, destroy one monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. So yeah, that's a pain. Okay, so I have to let this Sunrise go off, even though I really want to negate it, because I don't know if he has Rainbow Neos coming. I mean, he's got me dead to rights if he plays this correctly. The good news is his Armed Dragon is negated because of last turn and my full armored Utopic Ray. It was in attack mode. I negated it. It's still negated. So if he tries to use the effect, it's just going to fizzle. He did put his Sunrise in defense, which is making me... Oh, okay, cool. He's battling. All right, cool. Let's battle, bro. I'm fine with that. Okay, now he's going to try and use Sunrise... I'm going to go ahead and negate a whole bunch of stuff right now. So I'm going to throw away Aqua Jet. I'm going to throw away this to negate both his monster's effects. That's 1. That's 2. He just died. It's awesome to be me. And I'm going to still win this game. So that's pretty cool. I gotta say. I don't know if I deserve to win after how I played that round, but let's go. Alright, let's attack for game. I don't know what's slowing me. Oh, I couldn't negate the graveyard. What's he got in the graveyard? Trying to enter battle phase, and it's not letting me. Here we go. Attack. There we go. I'm going to use the effect so I can attack again. He has Necro Valley. There's nothing he can do to stop me. And luckily, I'm still going to get this win in this rank up, even though I totally botched my very first game on stream. But see, that's how things work out sometimes. All right, so there we go. We're going to get to rank up, which is going to be awesome. All right, I'm going to check this here. There we go. Here's my reward. All right, let's go. Let's go for another one. I feel bad for everybody tuning in to watch this. They're like, oh, this guy teaches Duel Links. That's cool. He's a really good player. And yeah, I'm looking like it right now. All right, Dennis McField. What is this? Of course, I get to go first when I want to go second. He has a 2-game win streak. He's playing Tri Brigade. Okay, so, okay. This could be a problem. As you can see, his skill gives him all these cards already removed from play. Tri Brigade lets him bring out a bunch of monsters and then access those. So I'm going to try and shut that down the best I can here. See if I can get this to go off. I'm throwing away my sharks. I do have a Book of Eclipse, which is nice. But going first against this deck is not a good position to be in. I did see a little bit of a hiccup there when I summoned that. He might have an Effect Veiler in his hand. If he does, he's going to use it now. And if he does, I will lose. Alright, he didn't. Cool. So standard opening move for me. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Abyss and try and lock down his graveyard effects. Also, this card can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, which is going to help me against Tri-Brigade. Now, I'm going to put Aqua Jet face down. This is a bait card. It doesn't do nothing having it on the field face down. But I put it there so that I can hide my Book of Eclipse, because I really don't want my Book of Eclipse getting hit, because I might need it. Even though Tri-Brigade uses Link Monsters, and Link Monsters can't be put face down. Alright, so I'm going to use the effect to lock down the graveyard effects. Let's see if I can live through this turn and get a win here. See how he's going to play this. That skill lets him get all those monsters out there, which is exactly what he wants. Here we go. He's playing Fire Formation Tenki. That's going to let him search one of his monsters. We'll hit the Celsius. Once again, Celsius, reach out. Been drinking this for like ever. Sponsorship would be awesome. I mean, I just hit 100 subs, for God's sakes. You guys need to get on this now before it blows up. Alright, here we go. Some monster effects. Send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Send one level 3 or lower Beast Warrior Wing Beast type monster from your deck to graveyard. Now, the good news is, these guys usually activate in the graveyard. So he's putting a lot of monsters in his graveyard that can't activate right now. So that's awesome. He's putting that in the graveyard. He's summoning. Let's see what this thing does. You can discard one of their Beast Warriors. You can banish a number of Beast Warriors, Wing Beast. Oh, so okay. I'm sorry, they don't activate the graveyard. He can just banish them and special summon one that's already banished. So that's where the skill comes in. He has all those monsters, and he's going to get one for free now because he has all those monsters banished ready. Normally, he would have to do the work to get all of those monsters out of his extra deck and banish, but he didn't have to. All right, he's bringing out Double Dragon. Oh my god, he can return my card to the hand. That sucks. Alright, I might be in trouble here. Hopefully that's all he can hit me with. Okay, cool. That's all he can hit me with. We might be okay. Him returning that to the hand was not ideal. We're going to take care of his face down right now because luckily I have my Night Beam and he can't chain it, which is cool. I'm going to attempt a Dark Hole and get rid of his monster. Perfect. Now I should be able to bring my cards back from the graveyard without him being able to stop it, since he couldn't stop it on turn 1. And guess what? Since he returned my Abyss to the hand, or actually the deck, I'm going to get to summon it again. So the good news is he didn't have any plays. There was nothing he could do past what he did. Now, returning my monster, that was bad enough. I mean, I could have been in a world of hurt, but he didn't have anything behind it. Locked on his graveyard just for good measure. Use the only broken part of my skill, which is to bring out a monster, which is so easy to deal with if he had any cards, but he doesn't. He should know by now he's losing and might scoop, but he's not. He's going to let me continue with my play. Bring out my Superstar. Superstar! The full Starlight Superstar, I might add. Look how pretty he is. Look how pretty he is. And then we're going to summon this just because, just in case he has a Kiteroid, and we're going to pump it up. Alright, let's attack for game. And we're actually going to attack this time. Oh, and he's scooping. Okay, there we go. So he let me do all that, but then not go to battle phase. But that's okay. Hey, I played it right. This stream's going good now. We're 2-0, baby. We might get another rank up out of this. Oh, wait. So he just decided he doesn't want to pull the plug? He actually wants to sit in and take it? That's fine. Let's sit in and take it then. Alright, good for you. You could have just quit, but you didn't. You sat there and took it like a champ. Alright, 2 down. We didn't exactly expect that, but hey, I give props to anybody that, once again, goes against the meta and plays something. Now, see here, Chronicle card, new special processing can be applied to the cards below. Check out the special processing available to traders. So we're going to do that after. That's something that's cool. As you play games with this whole Chronicle card thing, you earn different ways you can do things to the card. And you can only do that at random by winning games online. So that's pretty cool. All right, third game. Let's go. We got this. Let's see if we can go 3-0 and close out this stream undefeated. And we're going to forget how badly I played that first game. Okay, Human Astral. Okay, so this is a utopic deck. Please, I'm going first again. Okay. I need book. I need Book of Eclipse very badly. Book of Eclipse. Yes. Okay. All right. We might be okay here. Not only do we have Book of Eclipse, we have Forbidden Droplet. Oh my God, he has an Effect Veiler in his hand. Are you kidding me right now, bruh? He has an Effect Veiler in his hand. Basically, he's going to spend his whole turn bringing out his cards, his Utopia card. Yep, there's the Effect Veiler. He's going to be bringing out all his cards, and he's going to just wreck my life. Okay, so this is where I'm in a bad position since he negated my effect. I need this Book of Eclipse. Forbidden Droplet is also good, but I need Rainbow Life more to live through the turn. So I'm going to put Rainbow Life down. I need something to throw away for Rainbow Life, so I'm going to have to keep this Droplet in my hand. Man, I don't want to do that. All right, so he's going to bring out his monsters. Basically, they come out and then they get a card attached to them. When they have a card attached to them, they can just negate any of my monsters' effect and cut the attack in half. And they get stupid amounts of attack points to do this. His skill is going to let him bring them out pretty much for free. He's doing that right now. And then the card they attach to them as well has effects. So he'll do one that negates traps. He'll do one that negates monsters effect. Now, if he's smart, he's going to, the very first one he does should be to negate traps, because that's going to negate my Rainbow Life, but I'm not going to let him do that. And I'll show you how in a second. All right, so he's bringing out Sage. He's going to bring out the next one. Here it comes. I actually have this deck as well. I play it in tournaments a lot. Good thing about my tournaments is I do make them best of 5 with 5 different decks. So I don't allow people to just play one deck and skate through my tournament. You actually have to earn it. All right, so here he goes. He's Utopia Double. He's going to get free cards for using those 2 monsters. And then this itself can turn into the monster he needs. So there's 1. There's 2, and then as soon as he changes the next effect, that's when he's going to turn into the monster he needs. Now, the reason I said I needed my book is because these monsters, this whole deck relies on his monsters having cards attached to them. Otherwise, the effect don't work. When I flip them face down, which they usually can't stop because it's a spell, all those cards attached to him go away, and the next turn I should be able to take them off for game. It's just, can I play it right and do it at the right time? Now, this is what sucks here. He's using this effect of Astraltopia he'll discard a card. He's going to get a trap card. It's called XYZ Protection, I believe, or Numbers Protection. It's an Omni Negate. It negates a monster effect, a spell or trap, anything. It just negates one time. It's a complete Omni. So next turn, if I were to try and play my book, he could just negate it, but I'm not going to let him get past this turn. I want to see, once he uses the effect, if he's going to bring out the one that stops traps. That's what's going to be interesting. Because I do want to hold this Rainbow Life, because as you can see, he has 5,000 attack, and then he's going to use his effect to cut this down to 800, my Buzzsaw Shark. I would like to gain those life points if I can't win next turn. But if he brings out and attaches a card to him that stops traps once per turn, I can't do it. Okay, he's bringing Tornado Bringer. That allows it not to be targeted, but that's okay because my Book of Eclipse does not target. So you can see it's already up to 6,300. I know I can't target your equipped monster. That's awesome. He has, I believe, did he get the Numbers Protection? Or did he not use the Astraltopia effect yet? He didn't use the Astraltopia effect yet. He's going to get it. Everyone who plays this deck has to get it. Okay, he's using the second part of his effect, which is going to let him make another one of these monsters, these Ultimate Leo Utopia Rays, for free, because they just give him the number 39 on the field. He's using his rank up. Here it comes. You know what? I'm going to do something crazy. He's already used both parts of his effect. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to stop him from getting the Omni Negate. And I'm going to show you how right now. First, I'm going to let him use the effect to attach something to it. Okay, he's doing it. And I'm going to flip everything face down because he has no other way he can get out of this. That's going to put Astraltopia face down, and he's not going to get the effect. He should have got it as soon as he summoned it. That was a bad play. So there it is. He used it, and I'm going to flip everything face down. This should screw him royally. Come on. Okay, fine. You're cutting my effect in half. I don't care. It's going to be flipped face down, and next turn I'm going to get the effect anyway. I'm punishing this guy for bad gameplay. There goes his cards that were attached. He can't do nothing else, even if he summons a monster, which he's not going to do. He has no room to do anything. Oh, he did summon a monster and put it in attack mode. That's real smart, bro. Cool, cool. All right, he was able to kill my fish, so I guess that wasn't a bad play. He at least did that. Now, I really need a fish here. Right hand or left hand shark, I need. Okay, I'll deal with Buzzsaw Shark. That's fine. All right. Let's get silly. Get silly. All right. Let's figure out the best way we want to do this here. I don't know if I can actually hit for game, but we're going to try. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to special summon Bahamut. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to get 2 summons out of this, and we're going to kill all his monsters. Bahamut. Bahamut's going to use his effect to bring out Levia. We're going to use the skill to go ahead and attach a fish to Levia to give it a negate. Now we're going to bring out Superstar. We're at least going to be able to clear his field. I mean, we're not going to win, but we're at least going to clear his field. So that's cool. Superstar coming out. I still have to keep my droplet in my hand for my Rainbow Life in case things go south next turn. And I'm also going to bring out my recently found out Italian drill driver, Vespinato. He's going to replace Bahamut because Bahamut, once he uses the effect, can't attack this turn. And this is going to give me some trample too. So let's see if I have enough to win. I'm going to use the effect to negate. There we go. All right. I'm going to attack. I think I could do it. My maths, I wasn't always, super good at math, but I think I can do this here. That should be that. I'm going to attack again, just for good measure, even though I think I got the win. And because Vespinato does trample damage, which is the damage that goes through, and he's at 0, I got game. There it is, boys and girls, 3-0, even though the first one was kind of Got 2 ranks, got to show everybody a little bit how to play my awesome water deck, which I will tell you right now is not listed anywhere on the tier list in the meta. If you go to Duel Links meta, you can see what they rank as all the different tiers and all the strongest decks. And you're going to see the ones we talked about, the Dragonic Contact deck. You're going to see Chimera. You're going to see Despia or Branded. But you're not going to see my deck anywhere because no one thinks it's that good. But guess what? It is. So there we go. I'm currently level 15, 5 more levels to go, and I will be out of the first stage of the KC Cup. I did say we were going to check out the Chronicle card to see what kind of variation I earned. So I'll do that, and then we'll sign off and hopefully come on back again, and I can fight my way either through round 1 or maybe I'll even stream from round 2. But you guys let me know if that's something you'd like me to do, because of course I like to sit here and like to go over stuff. I like to show different ways to play the game. I like to show different decks and teach those decks. If that's something you're into and you want to see more of, just let me know. And if you guys want to see it, I'll be happy to do it. So, all right, so let's see what we have here. So we have our Sepia 3 applied now because it kind of makes it look like a ghost rare. As you can see, I've already learned are earned Sepia 1 and Sepia 2. They also have Noise, so that's Noise 1. Okay, I earned Damaged 1, which it makes it look like a damaged card. I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, but who would want to have a card in their deck that looks like it's damaged? But I don't know. That's cool. So we're just going to keep our Sepia 3. I like how it looks like that. But there's a bunch of different ones you can see here. These are all of my Chronicle cards that I currently have going. They're all tricked out in different ways. This is one of my favorite cards, my Blue Eyes White Dragon, that I made look like a ghost rare, so that's pretty neat. I'm pretty happy about that. I really like the aura background that you can get for Chronicle cards. That's what's making this moving background kind of like rainbow type of thing. I think all of the cards look cool like that. And as you can see, I have my right-hand shark like that. My Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray has that, and it also has the rainbow border on it. So you don't get these effects easily. You either have to collect Chronicle chips to get them, which are a huge pain to do, or you have to earn them by playing duels. So you really got to be careful on how you want, because they don't give you a ton of these. But the good news is you can really get creative and make your cards look any kind of way. As you can see with my Italian guy, what I did here, I just kind of gave him a gold nameplate and silver bordering, and then I put the ghost in the middle. Now this is full Starlight. That's my full armored Utopic Ray Lancer. So you can see it's kind of got the Starlight effect that goes through, and then it's got the border on it as well. That's what a full Starlight looks like. You can even customize prismatic cards. As you can see, I turned this red because it kind of matches the background. I do have 3 dark holes that are regular Starlight. I just don't have the border yet, so it makes it kind of fun. I'm glad they added that. And you can do it for any type of card. It doesn't just have to be an ultra rare or super rare. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you got to enjoy seeing me go 3-0 and taking on some of the meta decks. And hopefully I will see you guys soon. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more, what you liked, what you didn't like. And maybe I'll come back and do another one in the first round. So until then, thank you guys so much